who is the city sustainability manager. You want to say hi, Martha? Oh, she's muted. So, oh, there she is.
I want to mention, hi everybody. I want to mention that we are recording it. I just started recording. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Martha. So since you just started recording, I'll repeat, this is the HeatSmart Melrose Meet the Installer webinar. We also have on some of our other team members, Sunil Sanis and Lori Timmerman, and Gary Lamoff, I think, is on here. I didn't see, and we also had some of the team who helped select these installers. But we're very excited to have them all here. The way this is going to work is first, Jeremy Koo, who works for the Cadmus Group, who is the consultant hired by Mass Clean Energy Center to provide technical support for this program, is going to give us a brief introduction. And then we're going to hear from each of the installers. We have Joe Wood from New England Ductless, we have Larry Lassard from Achieve Renewable Energy, and John Moore from New England Solar Hot Water. Each of them will give a short presentation, and then we'll have a brief question and answer period after each individual installer for specific questions about that technology. We'll also have a general question and answer period at the end where you can direct questions to particular installers or whoever you want. We're going to do the question and answer through the chat feature, so you can feel free to type in your questions as we go along, and I'll try and choose the ones that are most frequent or most pertinent, and we'll make sure all of your questions get answered either during this webinar or as a follow-up. So with that, I was going to just pass it on to Jeremy to start his presentation, and thank you very much.
Great. Thanks, Susan. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Koo. I'm an associate with the Cadmus Group. We're an energy and environmental mission-driven consulting firm that has been supporting Massachusetts and states and utilities across the Northeast on clean energy efforts for decades. I've personally been working with the state and with communities across Massachusetts on local clean energy actions for the last 6 years myself. I'll be giving just sort of a brief overview of the HeatSmart Mass program in general and why Melrose and the state are putting support behind both clean heating and cooling technologies and this program. I'll give just a very brief overview of the technologies that are being promoted through this program, and then I'll pass it off to the three installers that members of your community with our support selected to provide installation services to residents and businesses in Melrose through this program. Just to give you a sense of all of the folks that are involved in making HeatSmart Melrose a reality. Yeah, Susan's introduced several of these folks already, and then this program, HeatSmart Mass, is supported by the Massachusetts Clean Energy Center, a quasi-public agency, and is funded as well by the Massachusetts State Department of Energy Resources. And we provide technical assistance, not just the Melrose team, but also Newton and the previous dozen or so communities that are participating in the HeatSmart program. We're fortunate to have selected three qualified, experienced installers, New England Ductless, Achieve Renewable Energy, and New England Solar Hot Water, who will be introducing themselves later. Feel free to anytime visit our website at heatsmartmelrose.org or reach out to heatsmartmelrose@gmail.com if you have any questions or want to get involved in supporting the program. Melrose joins a number of communities across Massachusetts that have already participated in this program, including Arlington, Winchester, Belmont, a lot of communities right around the Boston urban area. In this round as well, Newton will also be participating in HeatSmart. So why is the state putting its support behind clean heating and cooling and these community level actions? As many of you are aware, the state in the Global Warming Solutions Act set legally binding targets to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by 25% by the end of this year and 80% by 2050 below 1990 levels. As you can see from the chart on the left, while many of us think about clean energy, we think about clean electricity, renewable electricity, and electric vehicles. Over a quarter of the emissions in the state of Massachusetts come from space and water heating. And to get to 80% by 2050, we need to get and kind of an all of the above approach. Some folks may remember Solarize, the focus on community level solar adoption. This is a program now targeting emissions and energy reductions from space and water heating. Clean heating and cooling is a broad term that encompasses a number of technologies that offer and can offer residents and businesses a number of benefits. A lot of these technologies are new, top of the line with the ability to provide advanced home and indoor comfort and controls, can provide you with energy savings, and most of all, significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions associated with heating. How much certainly is a good question to ask. If we look at the electric grid today, which electricity powers several of these technologies, even with our grid today, which is still majority powered by non-renewable sources, air and ground source heat pumps already provide a significant reduction below even efficient natural gas systems. So we as the grid continues to become more and more renewable, these emissions savings will accrue more and more over time and be a critical path towards the state meeting its targets. So HeatSmart Mass is a community-oriented program that is supported by the state, which aims to increase community awareness and adoption of clean heating and cooling technologies. In the last 2 years of the program, we've engaged over 1,800 residents who have been invited contractors to visit their homes, over 1,200 occasions, and led to over 430 systems installed. I don't have the convenient equivalents for how many cars off the road or how many miles, since we're actually still totaling all those numbers up, but it's made a significant impact. And already to date, we've had almost 100 residents in Melrose sign up, with 11 residents moving forward with the switch to clean heating and cooling. There are 3 technologies that the Melrose team is promoting. There are air source heat pumps, which are in many ways best described as air conditioners that can also run in reverse to provide heating, using electricity to transfer heat in and out of a space. Through this program, we'll be promoting cold climate air source heat pumps, which are designed to provide high efficiency to temperatures of 5 degrees and below. There are ground source heat pumps, which instead of exchanging heat with the outdoor air, use the ground for extracting and rejecting heat, providing the most efficient heating and cooling system available today. We're also promoting solar hot water, which is a counterpart to solar electric panels. Which use the sun's heat to directly heat hot water, and in some cases can support a water or hydronic based heating system. The installers will go over these in a little bit more detail, but this is just to give you a sense that there are thousands of dollars of incentives that are available from the state's utilities, the state Department of Energy's Alternative Portfolio Standard, the Mass Clean Energy Center, and the federal government's tax credits that can support your installation. And if you want to get more details on this, we have a rebate guide on our website, and all of the installers here will help you with understanding and applying for these rebates. There are also additional incentives that are available for folks that are at or below 80% and 120% of the state median income from the Mass Clean Energy Center as well. So you may be eligible for an increased incentive as well. Lastly, there is also the Mass Save Heat Loan, which provides a 0% interest loan over 7 years of up to $25,000, which can be used on any of these systems and can also be combined with other home improvements like added insulation or air sealing, which is offered by, and this loan is offered by, I think it's over 90 banks and credit unions across the state, many of which are available to residents of Middlesex County.